Thursday, October 17, 2024. I feel amazing. I just did a small video because I wanted to see if you feel what I feel. Oh my God, I feel so amazing. All of my chakras are like buzzing. And my feet are buzzing, like the bottom of my feet. I'm locked into the earth. I got up and did some meditation like about 4 or 5 this morning and a lot of grounding. I feel it. It's like my first chakra, like my pussy is just like tingling. It's like amazing. I can feel this shit. Oh my God. Like, this. Damn, I got some of my phone. Do you feel? I just want to hear from you. Whether you're ladies or men, do you feel this energy? I can't see. Okay, hey, it's a Hadra. Because I'm further away since y'all wanted me to get to prop something up here and speak to you further away. I'm still not that hungry. I drank my greens, but sometimes they could be, too acidic, like upset my stomach. So I had to eat a little bit of food to keep it down and like to keep me grounded because I wasn't holding it. But I don't know if you did any grounding and chakra balancing today. I've been walking around like barefoot, like barefeeted all day. I love it. That's why I don't like people walking through here. It's like contractors. They have to come and fix stuff. So they walk here with shoes, but I just like lay stuff and towels on my floor when they have to come in my room. So as soon as they leave, I pick them all up and I wash them all because I don't want all the energy from outside or dirt and debris and stuff down, because I noticed that when I walk barefoot, because I was so sick and like when the infection was so bad over the past few years, I lost my equilibrium because it was like some infection like in my head, like moved into my mouth and like in my ear. So it was hard for me to always stand up straight. So now when I walk barefoot and I ground and like just balance and pull the energy up from the earth, which is I wanted us to do some of it. I might come back in a few hours. I don't know. It's after 5 here, and as you can see, the altar is so much energy outside. There's so much energy in here. You see, your candles are up. I want you to focus on them, whichever one you have and what it's for. I'm not going to name them on camera. And I want you, even if you have to freeze frame it or screenshot it, screen record, focus on them every day, as many times through the day as you want to. At night before you go to sleep, speak your intentions, write your intentions out. Do 3-6-9 method, and then you go to sleep. You have that as the last thing on your mind, okay? Let me show you another trick I learned from the Silva method. You can get a glass of water. It doesn't have to be too tall, but it doesn't matter because you're not going to drink all of it. Right before you go to bed, after you look at your candles, and I'm just going to give you this. Usually I don't. I give these in private sessions, but I'm going to share this with you because we're dealing with water, and anything with water really works. You focus on your intention and what you want, and you say, I know that the universe is giving me the divine solution to this problem. You can think the problem, you can speak the problem, but have it in your third eye. Just drink half. Don't drink the whole goddamn cup, okay? Drink half of it, then you go to sleep. As soon as you wake up, you want to use a bathroom if you have to. If you don't, you want to take the other half that's left and say, I know that I have received the divine solution and a divine answer to this problem. Drink the other half. Go about your business. Don't think about it anymore. If you want to use a bathroom, come back. Sure, you're grounding, you're clearing your meditation, do so. But let that go. And if you can do this as many times as you want, you will see you get the solution to the problem. Okay. And let me tell you what I just found out with my sister Mina told me a few hours ago, Cash App closed both of my accounts. They said I violated the rules and I did something wrong. I know I did not do anything wrong. I didn't take advantage of anybody. I didn't take anybody's money. But I don't know who is doing this. Clearly some dirty motherfuckers that are contacting Cash App and said that I'm cheating them out of money, that they paid for merchandise and they didn't get the merchandise. And I know that that's not true. If it is, you need to contact me, because I've talked to a few people because they were sent out the final few packages I had. I might have one or two more necklaces that I owe, but I can't go. So I have to wait until somebody can do it for me. I'm trying to get that done over the weekend. There were some packages sent out and a couple of people contacted me to let me know they got the packages. So I'm not taking advantage of anybody. And if there is a concern and an issue, why aren't you contacting me? There are not a whole bunch of people that I owe products and merchandise to. That's just not my thing. Cheating somebody out of a little bit of money, that's just never been me. And these people, this has happened before. And I remember the last time it happened was a couple of years ago when people didn't like what I said about Nipsey's baby mother. And as you can see, 5 years later, what I said, her and Diddy and all these people, this has come true. And now they're quiet. And they had said these things about me and got my Cash App taken and could not even prove it. They could not prove that I did anything. I'm sorry. I'm just seeing people here that I don't know, and I'm not gonna go back and forth with scammers. Not gonna do it. So I'm glad I can come up closer to see this, so I can get these people out of here. Oh, the fanatics are in here. The church fanatics are in here. Wow. These are people that I don't know. No, I'm not going to ignore anybody. They're not going to stay in here. You're not going to scam up my page. So let me look through here. Oh, thank you, Dante. Sutup. I love it. I love that chair. I do. Absolutely love it. Some of these features on here, YouTube said they're not working at this time, so I might have to come back a little bit later because I'm not going to leave it in here. Nobody is going to do that in my chat and me let that go on in here. Not going to happen. I love her. I don't think I look like her though, but I love her. Thank you, Indigo Pink. I love Felicia Richard. I don't think I look anything like her. She's gorgeous though. But I don't see the similarity. Thank you, Don't I absolutely love that. Yeah, isn't it? It's such a powerful look. Hey, Uga. Y'all see any more? Sorry. I'm just trying to get this out of here. How, do you all feel? Oh my God, isn't she gorgeous? Both of those women are gorgeous. I wish I did look like Jane Kennedy. Oh my God. She's absolutely gorgeous. I've heard that, Janet Jackson. Michael Jackson, really? Oh, thank you. I think Michael's gorgeous. Black and white Michael. You were trying to upset me. I'm sorry. It doesn't. I love Michael Jackson. Program when people have shows where they come on and they like spam people's chat or something. Anyway, do you all feel what I'm feeling? The energy? Like that incredible. Do y'all feel that? Well, I've been feeling it all, like all of my chakras are buzzing. Do y'all feel that? Hey Lizette, I wanted to hear it from the women and the men too, but definitely I wanted to see if the women were feeling. You said it's powerful energy today. Yeah, lots of vitality and love. Thank you. I'm so glad it's not just me where I think I'm just freaking weird, you know? It's like my whole body. I'm not even really hungry again today. I ate a little. I had to eat it because of so much energy surging through. And the green sometimes can upset me when I just. Oh, thank you, cooling in the mix. Oh, well, you have to. No, you don't send the money first. What I like to do is consider people for a reading. You have to send your name. The name of everybody that you're asking for a reading for. I need to see your picture, full body, and I definitely need to see a face shot where I can see your eyes, because I look at that and get the energy from the person's eyes as well as the body and the aura. And then you put the specific questions. I do not do general readings. I do not do open readings. It's a waste of my time. You're all over the place. I like very detailed, exact, specific questions, okay? So only send me that. And then I will let you know. You email me the info if I can and want to do it. I don't just take people's money because they pay for it. And besides, I'm too busy. I cannot take everybody's request. If it's a physically dead person, send the person alive. If you have the person physically dead in a funeral, you have them in a coffin, send me a picture of that. I love looking at those. You have an obituary, send me that with your exact questions, okay? And I will look at it and see if it's something I can do. Because I have to see what the spirits say around you. I have to see what the spirits say around the physically dead person to see if they want to talk to me, if that's something they want to do, if they will tell me whatever it is you want them to tell you. If I can be a channel for it, if I can be a vessel for it. Let me get my bell because I know my assistant, she's busy today. Is that the chair from Scarface? Okay. And thank you so much, Peter. Do I send it? You have to send an email. That's the only way I can see it. Yes, I've finally been feeling some type of energy growing. You just start grounding yourself and you'll feel it. There are grounding videos on YouTube. You can learn to ground yourself. I don't know where these people come from, but I don't want them in here. Sisters, I've been feeling some type of energy. I don't know what a water balloon feels like. Oh, I look evil. Oh, thank you. I was going for an Elvira look today. So thank you. I love Halloween. I just told you I don't accept any general readings. Just give me a specific question. That's the only way I'm going to do it. Specific, exact questions. That's it. I don't know what feeling like a balloon means. Is there a No, but go ahead and get one, or I'll get one of my friends to get it for me, so you can send things that way. Since they keep, no, baby, it's not you. She just found out. She just found out that they did that and didn't even give us any warning, and can't even tell me what I did, which I know I didn't scam anybody. Let me get the bell because I wanted to do some energy for us. I really wanted to do it in front of the altar so you can kind of prop it up so you can see it and not have to look at me. But I don't know if I have a place there to do it in front of the altar. Do this energy. Thank you. if you've been having a lot of back pain, you definitely want to see a chiropractor, and you want to see what kind of exercises you can start to do, or yoga, as well as change the diet, clean your insides out, clean your intestine to see what is causing the back pain. You want to definitely go to a neurologist if you can, or maybe a bone specialist. See what that is. Is it nerves or is it bones? Is it something else? Or do you have surgery before? You know the issues. I don't. Because this would definitely be one day to be dealing with it. I have been singing all day. I love gospel. I love church songs. And I'm so grateful to be alive. I'm so grateful to be here another year with you. This time last year, October, I was sick and I was being harassed. As usual, how's that different than any other day? And leading up to November, as I told you yesterday, November 7th, the lady Shannon McGee threatened me, kept driving by my house, putting it on video, threatened to kill me with my next door neighbors, who thought it was hilarious. And I see this is the same time a year later, I'm healing. I feel amazing. I'm not swollen up anymore. My feet and my legs aren't swollen. I'm not infected anymore. My skin is healing. My color is back. And I'm grateful. So even though that happened with the Cash App, I still have PayPal. I still have Zelle. One thing about PayPal and one thing about Zelle is that you can't do that with them. PayPal's a bank. You can't say I did anything to you and they just shut my account. You're going to have to show receipts with them. It's clear on Cash App you don't have to show receipts because I didn't take advantage of anybody. So it's okay. That's fine because I have 2 other outlets, and like someone just said, some people don't like to deal with them. They want a PO. So I'm going to get that for you. And I'm not mad. I'm not going to let myself be mad about people doing dirty shit behind my back, because what I do know is what goes around comes around. I'm a child of God, and anything you try to do to me will come back on you 3 times 3. So go ahead and have your fun, tell your lies, try to stop my money flow. You can't. You're not the universe. You're just a human being. You're not God. God is the source of my supply. The universe is the source of my supply. And when one door closes, another bigger and better door will open. So I'm just going to stay in a place of gratitude. I'm not going to be a human being power that does that. And I know the people that really believe in, like I said, the boss bitches that I fuck with. If it's something you really want to do, you'll do it. If it's something a man really wants to do, he will do it. So if you really want to still donate to me, you will use the other resources that I have available with no excuses. And I'm happy, like I said, I'm happy to be here with you. I'm happy to be here for the historic supermoon. This moon doesn't happen every year, These supermoons, the big blue moons, it's huge and it's so beautiful. And I'm just glad to be alive, to be a part of it, and to share it with you. Let me see. Somebody saying something. Oh, thank you, Nighthawk. I know I love those chairs. You see, I got a baby throne too. I got the baby throne chair. I love Elvira. I love Elvira. I love Morticia. I always was drawn to them since I was little. From the Addams family and her husband, her creepy family. And her long, sexy black dresses. So I was going for that look. So when that person says, "Oh, you look evil as fuck," thank you. You're like, Elvira, thank you. Yeah. Whatever. That's a compliment to me. That was what I was going for. And the energy is so amazing. I just breathe it in. Exhaling. Because I feel it all through the ground. The moon, like when I come outside my door, the sun and the moon are right there in front of my house. So I get the light and the energy and the vibration for both of them. This is a very powerful time, you guys, for manifestation. And if you have someone that you're comfortable with, that you trust, spiritual sex magic, this is the perfect time to do it. Please have a ball. Please fuck all night if you can. Set your altar up, your rituals up, your candle magics up, your essential oils for the particular purpose. Anoint each other down, lick each other up, swallow your nigga. You know what I'm saying? And do yourself. If you don't have a partner, it's okay. You can still do the same intentions with yourself. Women are powerful enough to do it. Men are powerful enough to do it. And get some of that sun to go into your crown chakra all the way down through your seventh chakra, your pussy and your dick, your nuts, and down into your feet and into the ground. If you can be barefoot, even if you can put a carpet or a rug or blanket or something out so you won't be directly on the ground, go do it. Get in that sun. Let it get in your hair, your dreads, your scalp. I'm going to try to get a little bit because I can't get too much of it because of my skin condition, but I got to get some. Because I want to absorb it. I want every inch of my body to be filled and every aura and every chakra to be filled with this historic supermoon energy. As I'm shifting out of dead old relationships, glad this nigga is gone, baby. Oh, and you know what I did last night and today? Because I don't have anybody to come help me do it. I've been getting like old stuff out. I finally have the energy to start cleansing my house, getting rid of old boxes. Like, because I get a lot of packages. So I have all those boxes there. And my ex would break them down for me or get popcorn to break them down. I had not called and asked him to come do nothing. I had to get the strength where I could break the boxes down myself. Because when I got home earlier this year, I was so weak. My hands were weak and everything. And I was like, well, you know what? That's the way to strengthen them. So I did it last night. I broke them down. If I had to go slow and take my time. And as I'm moving stuff out of here, and I'm getting some furniture out of here too, that I know I'm not going to use while I'm here. The ceilings are not big, tall enough. And I know I'm not going to take with me. I'm feeling led now. I'm ready. I'm ready to release it. I'm ready to release it out of my vagina. I'm ready to release it out of the energy field of my body. You know, sometimes when you've been with a person a long time and you dealt with a lot of bullshit from them and a lot of abuse, and I've been the past few years dealing with that pain, and I know, wait a minute, can y'all hear me through the bell? Because I wanted to shift the energy, but I don't want to be talking and they were like, watch ring that goddamn bell. I don't want to disrupt your energy. Thank you, Nighthawk. Am I doing that? Can you hear me? I know I love Elvira. Can you hear? Did you hear what I was saying while I was talking? Because I like the shift of the energy. Did you hear me? I hope you heard me. Did it get in the way? Could you hear me when I was doing my bell and I was talking to you about shifting my energy and cleansing and healing? How much better I feel? Did you hear any of it? I finally feel like, because all my chakras were blocked, my vagina was blocked, my body was very ill. I had held this shit in and took the abuse for years. And when a lot of it just came up and out of me through the illness, it took me right back to stuff from my childhood that wasn't resolved. It's like when you are a people pleaser, when you learn to take abuse because you're afraid, you're not going to have anywhere to go, you don't have any money, they took your money, they go around told lies about you, nobody give you credit, nobody give you a job. That's literally was what I was going through. And he was the only one that had power in the relationship. And I let him know my business because I trusted him since he was wealthy, he was older, he had a lot of power and influence. And I felt like I could trust him to like protect me, to grow me up, to help me heal through the things that a real father would make sure you don't go through and that teach you. And instead, he used it as a weapon against me. Now, do you know what? I never, ever will put myself in that position. I don't want a daddy. I don't want a savior because humans are not Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ couldn't even save humans. You see what they did to him. I'm not going to be a people pleaser and overly nice anymore. I know I'm a good person. I have a good heart, but I've been working through all of those things. And so for the people that are listening, that know how I feel, that either getting out of it around the time I'm getting out of it or are going through it now, they might be afraid to get out of it because that person's fucked your mind up and wounded you or dug into your wounds because they're insecure and they don't want you to leave. So instead of being loving to you and building you up to keep you with them that way, they want to go high negative instead of going high positive. I would never be with another man that would abuse me and disrespect me. The person that I was nice to males and females, to my female friends, to children, basically anything and everybody, anything that's around me. I'm very open. I'm very kind. What I realize is like when you're showing people, hey, I'm a good person and I want this back. You can't do that with people that you don't know because they'll take it for granted and they'll take you as a weakness. And sometimes even when people know you, they will get so used to being so kind, they will get this false ego and superiority complex and feel like you're supposed to cater to them. They don't have to cater to you because you didn't demand that they treat you the same. And what I realized, well, what I always knew, but am I firm in it now and grounding down in my own identity? So there's one thing I know: nobody can swap destinies with you. Nobody can soul swap you or steal your destiny if you are grounded in who you are. That's why it's important to thine own self be true. Know yourself and ground every day. Because when you're grounded in who you are and what you came here to do, and you know what you came here to do, and you know who you are, and you are in that space, nobody can take it. Nobody can swap it with you because you set up boundaries, you block obstacles, and you are secure that you are in your queen space. You're worthy to take your throne. Ain't nobody knocking you out the motherfucker because you know that it's yours. I hate it, but it's better late than never since I wasn't taught that way and didn't have the right females around me. I know that now. Nobody's knocking me off my throne. Nobody's taking my chair for me. No, I'm christened in it, and I'll kill you before I let you take me out of it. Because I've had so much cruelty towards me, and women expressing and men expressing how they wanted me to stop breathing. How they laughed when I was in the hospital in December and said, yeah, we did magic and we did death spells on her. The bitch is coming out of the hospital dead. She's coming out of the hospital as a corpse. And they don't even know me. They can't show you any proof they ever met me. They can't show you no pictures. They can't show you no video. They can't show you no receipts that they fucking know because they don't. But then, like a lot of people do, they'll target a person and fixate on the person. And I think a part of that is admiration and it's love and it's hate. It's several emotions that they have about you that are in their own fucking head, but they'll say, you did this to them and you never fucking met them. You know, we'll get obsessed with you and stalk you and say you're doing it to them. But I have receipts and you don't. Never fucking met you, man. I mean, all these people that say this shit about me and they'll say, oh, I know her and I know somebody who was fucking her and I was fucking her with 2 niggas. Where are you and the 2 other niggas and where's your receipts on this shit? I mean, I've heard people say that shit about me. But I was much younger and I was taught to be classy and don't respond. So, and plus I was in a public place. I heard this guy say this. I was totally amazed because now I knew him. I didn't know him personally, but I knew who he was because I grew up with my grandma in the projects and my grandmother was friends with his mother. This guy was much younger than me. So I was not in his friend group. I was not in his age group. I didn't even go to school with him because he was much younger than me. And it's like where we were in public and there was a lot of people out there. And I didn't want to make a scene, but knowing me now, I should have, because I know why this guy lied on me. And at the time my son was little, he's like 7, 8 months old. I would come by and I would drop so I could work and look for work. I paid his mother to keep my baby because my grandmother knew his mother when I was a little girl, but he wasn't born. Like I might be like maybe 8 or 9 years older than him. So when I was probably like 10 or 11, he was a baby. She had just given birth to. So I didn't know this guy. I don't know what it is about me, and other people have this problem too, that people look at them and then they make up shit about them and say, oh, and I used to fuck her. I know somebody fuck, but then they don't have no proof of this shit, and people just believe whatever you fucking tell them. Most people used to believe what you tell them. This guy looks like a goddamn albino midget. Like, he's fucking shorter than me. He's disgusting. He doesn't even look human. He looks like one of them treasure trove dolls, like really fucking pale, like an albino. He has all these brown freckles all over his face and like a really nappy red afro. This nigga's about 4'11" and say he used to fuck me. I could not believe that this guy looking like this, that is much younger than me, that's about this goddamn tall. I never dated a guy that short in my fucking life, but usually men are attracted to me, and I like, they're taller than me. Even if they're not super tall, they're still taller than me. This guy was a fucking midget, and then he looked dead. He looked like a goddamn albino. So it's like, what? I just could not see that shit happening to me, not even for money. I never knew him like that. I never knew him personally. I never was friends with him. I never fucking knew him on a sensual level, on a sexual level. Like, if that was back then, that was like 25 years, 30 years ago. If I was feeling sensual like I feel right now, that still would not have been the move, bro. Because like I said, he looked dead. Like, he literally looked dead. Like a goddamn zombie. Just pale and shit and little and draw up with all these fucking, I mean, just really something. I mean, I don't know, maybe I don't want to offend anybody. Maybe some of y'all like that goddamn look. I mean, there was nothing about that shit that turned me on. And this nigga was slow and had a goddamn speech impediment. But I'm looking back at all this shit, and I'm just like making peace with it, and I'm grounded because I heard people lie on me and about me, like close to my face or like close in the proximity. So I could hear this, starting my own mother. So I started seeing all of these different people, but the same spirit of my mother, like hopping throughout time in different scenarios, but the same shit. When that is happening and it starts from your soul tribe, that is still the same as your mother attacking your sexuality as a little girl and attacking your vagina. And that's where you come from, dealing with the first chakra, your community, your tribe, the protection and the nurturing and the safety of the tribe. And if you do not have that, you're not grounded in the world. So then you keep meeting that, and everything about you. Have some of you people noticed that? I don't want to say women, because I'm sure men have experienced that too, when people try to exploit them, or they've been exploited as children, or molested, or sexually assaulted, raped as children. Everything about you is around your penis and your vagina, your whole identity. And if somebody discusses you, it's around your sexuality, your sensuality, or people attracted to you because of it. And it's a conversation locked in the bottom part of you, the first chakra, the lower chakra in the earth realm or in the hellish realm, which is the vagina and penis. Can any of y'all relate to what I'm talking about? Because that's the most powerful place to throw someone off balance, especially starting with a child, with your tribe, your mother, the father, the elders. So I understand. I understand that's where my stuff came from. Today, I don't feel that insecurity because I got rid of those people. And I decided I'm not going to be a people pleaser. I'm not going to be good to someone that's not good to me. I'm not going to be kind to someone that's not kind to me. No more one-sided relationships where the person wins and I lose. I'm not playing to lose anymore. And when you're doing that, whether it's pleasing someone for sex, to get them to take care of you out of fear and insecurity, feeling like you can't take care of yourself because you're not rooted in the root chakra, and they use your pussy and your dick against you, because men are done that way too. Women do that to men. that have been in jail, have a lot of mental and emotional problems, are not secure in themselves based on their childhood and what happened or what didn't happen to them. Women that make more money than them will want a man so bad and become obsessed with him, or damn, he fine and he good in the bed. He might not have a lot of education to make money. He's been through a hard time, but I want to possess him. So I see that that's a weakness and I'm going to exploit it because I don't want anybody else to have him. So I will use the instability and the financial deficit and mental emotional deprivation in the person, and I will exploit that to my benefit and chain this person to me, and then say slick shit to them where a part of me might respect the physical attributes they have and that they're a kind person, kind heart, but been beat up, but you disrespect them and you exploit them because you feel in a way they're weak. And this man is weak because he is not a provider of the household. And you feel like you're more. See, you know what? This is a deep thing. And we could go so many places because women do this dirty shit to niggas like niggas do that shit to bitches. So I will never say and take up for women and all women are good and all women are victims and they're the only one. No, I've seen women do this to men and I've talked to them because the man is like really fine and he handsome and he's slanging that thing in them sheets. Beast mode in them sheets. He might not be beast mode educationally and financially, but he is in them drawers with that thing, with that mouth and that. So I don't want nobody else to get him because I'm scared he might get with another bitch and do better than me, better with her than with me, and fucking come up. So what she does, she stabs him. She humiliates him. She tries to cut his testicles off because she already feels like he's not man enough because he's financially at a deficit. That's really, really fucked up. So men are exploited in the first chakra too, in the ass and in the reproductive system. So this is a time with the super moon and the full moon to become who you are and stand in your power. This is not a time to beat yourself up and put yourself down and be negative and destructive in your thoughts and towards yourself, getting high, doing drugs, destroying your body in any type of way, letting somebody else do that in some type of way, exploit you in a way that brings you down and put them up, dealing with family members, so-called friends and associates. Is always talking about somebody, slick, giving you compliments, backhanded, but slapping you. As a girl, I was just playing. Don't ever let nobody fucking do that shit. Don't ever let nobody insult you, like compliment you, then slash insult you, and then like, girl, you know what I mean? Bitch, yes, you did, bitch. A man, anybody, get him out. This is not the time to be doing that because the super moon and all this energy is so strong and the moon is bigger than what it normally is. And so it's giving out more feminine energy and it's going to increase and intensify what you feel and what you don't feel about yourself and who you are allowing to feed the deficits in your life, the deficits in your energy field, the deficits in the wounded little boy inside of you, the inner child and the wounded little girl, because that's usually where that stuff is coming from. When you try to overly approve, when you try to overly do for someone, when you're always giving because your mother taught you that you're not enough to be loved by me or anyone else. You got to buy my love. You got to win my love. You got to do all this extra stuff for me to make you love me. And you know what? If you do that and you're a sucker because you want to be loved by your mama so bad, you want to be loved by your father, you want to love by peers, you want to love by your family, you're going to get fucked the rest of your life because you don't buy love. When people love you, it's usually a soul, a spirit, a mental, emotional, even if it is physical attraction and sexual attraction, or just loving your child. That is something that is energetic. It is not physical. Now, you might favor one over the other, or you might like the beauty of a certain child if you have more than one child over another, or because you love the father and the child looks like the father, or a blend of you, or you're in love with yourself, whatever. But those are things that you normally feel. a child doesn't have to buy that. When they're in your womb, you already know if you love them or not, if you want them or not. And it's not contingent upon the father wanting you or the father loving you. And it's not a manipulative stance that you're having that child. You're having it to keep this man, or this is what this man wants. This man has money. This man has power. This man has influence. This man has world recognition. And you want to do this and have this baby to hold on to him and to hold on to that, because you don't want nobody else to do it, because you know his desire is to have many me's, replicas of himself. And if you don't do that, he's going to get that from someone else. That is his desire, to be here and to have offspring. When it's that's not a true source of you loving your children. And they're going to have issues, and they're going to feel it, and they're going to know it. And then you're going to be a narcissistic mom that makes them do shit because you're into appearances and this man's lifestyle that you think you can't get on your own, or there's nobody else around to do it. So you want to enslave this divine masculine, but you're really not a divine feminine. You're a goddamn karmic. You're a karmic bitch that teaches him the lesson. So all of those things, I like to fix me. I like to deal with me. And one thing I learned, when you have someone, don't take apologies from people. Now, and let them come back. When somebody abuses you and you know you didn't do anything to them to manipulate and control, don't take them back. Don't start back screwing them. Definitely don't screw them raw, because they can't be trusted. But if it's your husband and y'all live together, you have bills in common, you got both of y'all name is on the mortgage and shit, you got to ease your way out that bullshit, especially if it's a crazy bitch that don't want to let you go. If you have nowhere to go and you know the bitch is a vindictive bitch, or you begin to see that the bitch is a vindictive bitch, she'd rather see you stripped of everything and take everything from you and see you leave with nothing. She wants to cripple you to the point that you can never give up. You can never get back up and be happy with another woman. You can't say, bitch, you're a dirty bitch, you fucked around on me. Sometimes men forgive women too and give them another chance. A lot of times the bitches don't stop. They just get more sneaky with the shit, or they take a break on the shit. Unless you get somebody to follow them and get a PI on the bitch. Bitches are slicker a lot of times than men with fucking around. So a man has to be strategic on that shit, work his way out of this shit. And a woman has to do the same thing. If you got a brutal man like that, you might have to go through the motions at first, but you gotta start getting out of that black widow's web. You can never trust that person again. Once they lie to you and they abuse you and they hurt you, they're gonna do it again. And that shows you this motherfucker, this bitch or this nigga got character flaws in them. And this is the way this person is wired, or this is the way, based on some sick shit in their head that you don't even know this motherfucker got in their head, that they're gonna do to you. They're gonna fuck you over. And instead of doing the right thing by you, they'd rather do the wrong thing by you. So if you come directly out and say, I want a divorce, or I don't want to live with you anymore, I want to split our assets, so now we got to go to the rent office, we got to work on this lease, or basically you can't do that with a mortgage, you stuck in a goddamn mortgage, you got kids together, you got to deal with child support, alimony, all of these things that you bound yourself to the bitch, married the bitch, because you thought in your mind at the time when you couldn't see 360 degrees of this bitch. This is going to be the rest of my life. But you're a divine masculine. You didn't know it, and you start evolving and seeing this is not a divine feminine. This is a goddamn karmic ass goddamn serpent. This is a fucking devil, a she goddamn it devil. When it's like that, you can't always say, okay, you did this to me, you fucked around on me, or I know you can't be trusted. You got to shut your mouth on that nigga. You got the kind of, you know what I'm saying? It's going to take a little time. Like it took me a lot of time to ease your way out that shit, because this is one thing I know about narcissists and about compulsive liars. A lot of them fuckers is undercover psychic. A lot of them fuckers are very goddamn it perceptive. And they're empaths. So the nigga know, goddamn it, and the bitch know, you know what, this nigga tired of me, man. Tired of this shit, and I think the nigga tired. No, I'm lying. He ain't say it, and then he act like it's okay, but I can sense this nigga it's not okay. This nigga trying to play me or get his way, his game plan and shit the fuck up out of this bitch thinks she's slick and gonna do this to me. So I'm already circling up. They circling up. They surrounding the wagons on your ass where you cannot see that. You know how like Russian dolls, there's a doll, the doll you can take separated in the middle, the top and the bottom. When you take the top off the Russian doll, there's a little bit of a smaller doll to fit inside. You take the head off there, there's another and another and a goddamn dirty motherfuckers like that. Goddamn it, narcissistic bitches and narcissistic ass niggas. They always got a booby trap for their ass because they always thinking ahead of you so you cannot leave. And if you leave, they don't want to do the right thing by you so that you both leave intact, that you leave the relationship better than you were when you came in. Now, a narcissistic bitch and a narcissistic ass nigga gonna make sure you leave worse. They want to break you or you leave dead or you leave crippled and addicted on the corner out there homeless, begging out your head, eating out the goddamn trash can when you know that Burger King and goddamn it Church's Chicken, goddamn it dump they shit late at night or motherfuckers eating and throw their bones and excess shit they don't want. Throw it in the trash. This is a time during the supermoon you need to wean yourself off all the fake motherfuckers in your life where you got an inkling or the spirit tried to warn you or the spirit tried to tell you and you didn't trust your intuition and you didn't listen. You keep fucking with this motherfucker for some kind of reason. You got an attachment to them or you admire them or, oh, they my friend. And why would they my friend when they got this level of education? They got this house. They got this husband. They got this job. You don't have to tell nobody else. But you gotta tell yourself because you're gonna get fucked again. You already getting fucked, you just don't know it. I guess you don't feel in your ass because maybe it's a little bit of Crisco back there. You're just a dumb bitch because you don't want to trust yourself. You believe in other people more than you believe in yourself. This is the time you better resolve it. Because while this portal is open, all this stuff is coming in either pleasure, ecstasy, love, or pain, distress, hatred, and being let down. It's going to intensify and it's going to magnify based on your consciousness or lack of that you are the goddess and that you are God and that you treat yourself like royalty. If you do not, nobody else is going to do it. I don't know if the chat's moving. I don't know, has it moved or can you all hear me? That's why I stopped ringing the bell. Thank you, Mr. Jerry. I don't see any down there, but I don't know if it's moved. And if you are speaking or they blocked the chat, let me know if you can hear me, if you can see me, because I love it when you comment back, when you talk to each other and you talk to me. So it looks like it's not moving on this end, but you probably see something I do not see. So are you here? Can you hear me? Can you move in the chat? Thank you, Indigo Pink. The last person I see is Mr. Jerry 101. I don't know if he's the last person to comment or did you all comment and I'm not seeing the comments. Can somebody just type in and let me know if you're here, if you hear me, if you've heard everything I've said? Because if you don't, it's a problem and I need to go. I don't need to keep talking and you can't hear me. So can you let me know? Because I still don't see anybody's response. I only see Mr. Jerry 101 saying nice chair. That's the last thing I see. So can someone, if you hear me, let me know. Okay, I still don't see anything. So I'm going to log out because I don't want to be talking and they cut me off. You can't see me, you can't hear me, you can't chat back. That's not good. So once I cut off and you let me know you could hear me, but the chat's not moving, I will come back. Okay, I love you. Talk to you soon.